Hello! I hope you guys can hear me if anybody's there. I'm not very good at streaming, so I'm kind of new. Alright. Hello, Zavan. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Alright. Sounds good. Hello, hello. I feel kind of awkward because I don't know who might be watching. But probably because I'm new at streaming and I get a little nervous. But I was gonna be working on some stuff, and I was gonna talk about LightBox Expo. So I don't know who's here, and if you're going to be watching the LightBox Expo, it's on my description, I think. So there should be a link there to it, but it's a program where there's a lot of artists and with a lot of really good programs. Some of them are live demos and some of them are just panels talking to industry leaders and how to get into the art industry. There's some presentations from people from Riot. I haven't actually looked at the program in depth, I think because it's just been busy. But there's a bunch of awesome talks and it's all online this year for obvious reasons. But I'm gonna bring up the schedule really quick. So it started on Tuesday, but there hasn't been that much. I think it starts in full force tomorrow. Starting from as early as 7:30. So if anybody's been able to look at the schedule and has any interesting recommendations, that would be fun. I have a couple of things I'm working on. And so I think I'll work on that unless someone has any questions or wanted to chat about something else. But I've been working on a couple of things. I really wanted to have this done before Lightbox started, but it's my first time being part of an expo, and I didn't realize how much work it was to set everything up. So I'm behind, but I really wanted to do. I made some stuff, some Ghibli fan art. So I have some stickers, and I have the enamel pins, which I have displayed in the top right corner. But I also wanted to do a print with Chihiro and Haku, and I wanted to have like a scene where they're kind of walking through the forest. And just kind of like this relaxing and lovely kind of scene. But this is as far as I've gotten, so not horribly far. But I'm working on their poses. I'm not very good at anatomy, so I always have to look up a lot of references. And so this is as far as I've gotten. I was debating whether to put them on a path with cherry tree blossoms or wisteria, and I'm kind of leaning towards wisteria, even though pink is kind of more of a theme in in Spirited Away, but I'm really craving drawing Wisteria for some reason. So there's that. I'm working on that. I don't know if I want to work on that live though, because I feel like it's a lot of just working things out and it might be boring to watch me do that. The other thing I was working on that I thought might be a little more interesting, I don't know if you've heard of Chroma Core. It's a art challenge set up by Cynics, and I actually don't know his real name, but he did it I think last year, and then he did it this year, and it's just this like really intense art challenge where it's like last man standing, and I wasn't going to participate because it's just super intense, but they have a yearly challenge where you create your own character, your own like persona. And so I started this and I never finished it, and so I was thinking maybe working on that. Yeah. And this was inspired because I really want to draw more character design where it shows off the personality a little more. And it was inspired by this artist. Her work is amazing, and she does little like animations, but yeah, just this particular scene or character kind of tripping and falling, and I thought that was cute, and I really wanted to kind of do something similar. So yeah, I have my character, and I also really wanted to try like applying layers, because I really like it when as far as outfits go, there's the base layer and then you put like a bunch of different layers on top to customize it. I really like that, and I feel like I don't have a lot of experience in that area, so I wanted to have like this kind of mecha suit as the base, and then have the character personalize it with a bunch of different things. So yeah, that's what I've got. So I think I'll work on that for a while, and then if anybody wants to chat, just feel free to pop into the chat and we can talk about stuff. But if not, maybe we can just do just a draw session, and then we'll see how it goes. Cool. Oh, and also I'm using Krita. I don't use Photoshop. I just kind of started with Krita, and then I never really switched or tried Photoshop. So if anybody has any questions about Krita, I could try to answer that. Tomorrow I'm actually on the LightBox schedule, and I was thinking I have a couple of commissions I could work on, so maybe I'll work on those live and see how that goes. Anyways, okay. Oh, hey. Is it Gina? Am I saying your name correctly? It's nice to have you by. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, cool. Are you doing Lightbox? I can't remember. You might have mentioned it and I don't remember. But if you are, let me know if there's like any talks that you're looking forward to. I was mentioning earlier that I haven't looked at the schedule. I've been so busy. Okay, so Gina's asking, what is your background when it comes to what you want to do? What have I done? That's an interesting question. So, I started working seriously on art, I want to say 4 years ago. Is that right? 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, it's been a few years. I always liked art. I've always been attracted to art, but I did it a lot as a teenager. And then for different reasons, I didn't actually pursue it. It was just kind of a hobby. And then my circumstances changed, and then I had more of an opportunity to try to improve my work. And so I've done most of my... I'm sorry. I got distracted by chat. I've done most of my art journey, if that's what you can call it. I've done it online. I've taken classes at CGMA. I've also looked for opportunities to do mentorships, which have been really interesting. I think I do better with more structure, like in actual like classes with a curriculum, or with like a very solid syllabus. I think I have a harder time when it's not as structured. So I've done that, and that's really helped me improve. I could look up some of my really old art if you want to see. And so my dream job is to be a independent creator. I have my own stories I want to tell, and art I want to make. I think it would be amazing to work for a studio or for a game company, but I would love, I mean, obviously we're talking God tier here, but I would love to be like someone like Loish or someone like Ross Tran, where they are able to create their own stories and their own worlds, and that would be my dream, and I'm working towards that. But it takes time, so that's all I can say, is that it does take quite a bit of time. Right now I'm earning mostly through commissions. I have to look for and apply to commissions and make money that way, but I'm hoping to grow my Patreon so that I can work on more of my personal stuff. So yeah, so let me see if I can find some old stuff. Okay, so here's Inktober from 2016. So this is 5 years ago. So this is me 5 years ago. Wait, I did that wrong. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this was Inktober of 2016. I hope I've gotten better. I think I understand faces a little better and proportions a little better. Yeah, so this was the first time I think I did Inktober. Yeah, I've learned with faces. I learned a lot with Proco, If you don't know his channel, he's a great teacher, and he has a lot of free content, and he goes through the Loomis method as far as how there's depth to faces and where everything lies, and understanding the underlying structure. And I can definitely do a lot more, but I would recommend Proko's channel for information like that. So anyway, so this was like my level 5 years ago, and that's when I started to really put in a lot more effort. Yeah. And so in comparison, I can look up current portraits I've done. So these portraits, oh, okay, here's a portrait I've done this year. And this one I'm pretty proud of because it was mostly from imagination. I still used reference, but it wasn't like I was copying a Pinterest portrait or anything like that. It was more like referencing to try to understand the face and where the features lie and things like that. But this is, I would call this pretty much like my own work. I always reference, I'm always referencing. Oh, bye, Akira. Sorry, you just came and went really fast. Okay. But yeah, so this one's more, this portrait's one I did this year, and I'm always using references. I'm a big advocate for using references, which I think most of you here probably know that. But I used a 3D model of a Loomis head, which helps you define facial features. And so I could look it up really quick. There's a free model you can use, and it just helps you, yeah, I've got it right here. It helps you figure out different positions of the face. So this is a great one. It's just from Sketchfab, and it's free, and you can just rotate it to whatever position you want to, and it's great for portraits. So I used that. And then I also, when it comes to colors, I'm not very good at colors. I like color a lot, but I'm not very good at it. So I'll look up, I will look up on Pinterest illustrations that I like, and I will take colors from those. I'll like literally color pick and create a palette based on what somebody else has done and how well it works for them. And so that's what I did with this particular piece. I wanted it to be muted, kind of a sad piece, and so I wanted it to be not as lively as I usually paint. But yeah, so that's just showing what I did this year, I guess. So cool. I don't know if I missed anything else in the chat. But that's really cool, Gina. I hope I'm saying it right. I always mispronounce names. I know that you're a zookeeper, and that is like the coolest job. Well, I think it's super cool. I remember growing up, I wanted to work. I grew up in California, and I wanted to work at SeaWorld. That was like my dream as a kid. As an adult, I have different opinions about SeaWorld, but I just loved the idea of like working with animals and stuff, and yeah. What's your favorite animal to take care of? Like, do you have maybe like type of animal, or do you have like a specific animal that you like? I don't know. Do you get bonded to animals at a zoo? I would think so, but I don't know how that would work. So, yeah. So the next question is, so what would you recommend for resources for someone that got feedback to learn anatomy, rendering, and composition, and you're self-taught? There's a lot online. There's so many resources online. It's really great. I I find it hard to try to tackle a lot of things at once. So I would say it's well, at least for me, I don't know if everybody's the same way, but I need to tackle one thing at a time. So I would pick one thing or another. If you're doing anatomy, like I mentioned, Proco is just amazing. I'm always assuming everybody knows about Proco because he's got like a million subscribers, I think, at this point. Oh my gosh, look, you guys. Oh, like what he has on his website. Ah, what is this? Now I want this. I don't know what this is. Who drew this? Artist David Garrido, maybe? Oh my goodness, I love that. But if you go to YouTube, because he has his paid stuff. But if you go to his YouTube channel, yeah, over 2 million subscribers. He does a lot. He does a lot of anatomy stuff. So you can look through and try to find. He has lately, I think he's been showcasing other artists more, and so you get to hear them. But if you go to his older stuff, he has a lot of anatomy things, and then something that is hard to do right now because of pandemic, but live figure drawing is really, really useful. I haven't done live figure drawing. I usually just do online. So if you are comfortable with nude figures, that's a great way to try to understand the body. And there's a few places you can go on YouTube that I can't think of right now, but you have to be comfortable with it. I know that not everybody might be, and you can always do one that's clothed, so it doesn't have to be naked. But I'm sure if you just look up on YouTube, you can find different sources where it'll just be, I'm trying to find the one I've used in the past, but you can just practice on a regular basis drawing figures and try to understand anatomy that way. I don't know anatomy very well. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you the different muscle groups and things like that. Some people can, and that's amazing, but I don't know it that well. I just kind of mostly group shapes on the body. So I have like the basic feeling for the muscle groups almost. And because I tend to draw a lot of anime style, I don't worry about drawing very specific muscles. I think if you were more of like a comic book artist, like American comic book artists, they often draw their figures very, very ripped. So I think you need to know a lot more anatomy for stuff like that. So I think it just depends on what your goal is artistically. I think I mentioned this in the past, but if you're doing children's books, then that's like even more simplified. So you don't really need to know a lot of anatomy there. It's just more proportions. So yeah, I would recommend just doing online searches depending on what you're trying to improve on. So I hope that was useful and not super roundabout. I don't know. But yeah, so like when you look at my work, it's just it's very anime. It's very simplified. And I still look up references for poses and stuff. I usually like look up multiple poses. So like if I have a general idea of what I want the body to be doing, I'll look up references specific to like maybe the legs or the arms. I'll often also, I have a full-length mirror, and so I'll often actually pose in front of a mirror, take a photo, and use that as reference. So I'm always working with reference. Yeah, cool. Oh, and then if you don't know, I've heard that at LightBox. I've seen it, I just don't remember exactly when. There will be professional artists doing portfolio reviews, and I think you need to apply for some of those. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but you can get a professional to give you a critique of your portfolio. So I did that 2 years ago. I went to LightBox the first year it happened, which was I think 2019. Yeah, and I got my portfolio reviewed by Robot Pencil, and that was exciting. So so it's really, really beneficial when you have a professional looking at your work and telling you how you can get it up to like industry standards. Yeah. I'm gonna out you. It's just your keyboard is so loud. Maybe nobody else can hear it, that's fine. My husband's in the back, so I can hear his keyboard is just so loud. Anyways, what's the backstory? So this is supposed to be my Chroma Core persona for Cynic's design, so just Cynic's challenge that I guess it's yearly now. I wasn't going to participate because it's just like pretty intense. But it's supposed to be a mecha kind of character. And it's just, I thought it'd be cool to create this character. I wanted to have a portfolio piece for it. And in real life, I am extremely clumsy. I'm always tripping over invisible rocks. I don't know why. There's something wrong with my feet. So I wanted to draw the character tripping. Like she's got her coffee or latte or something, and then she's running over to say hi, and then she trips but is able to catch the coffee. So I was kind of hoping that kind of flow would make sense. So I will be coloring that in. I really like doing characters, and I'm hoping that I can push my character design so that it kind of tells more of the personality and not just like I don't want to do just the like table rotation T-pose characters. I kind of want to see if I can add more life to the characters through expressions and things like that. So yeah, that's the story behind this character. Oh, thank you. You like the third one? Yeah. That one I had to like for that pose I got on my knees and in front of a mirror and just took a photo. So I'm often putting myself in silly little poses and figuring that out. I've never used what do you call it? You know those like little wooden figure? I don't know what they're called. They're like the little wooden figures that you can pose. I think that'd be interesting. I think it'd be pretty useful. I just haven't gotten one, but I probably should get something like that. I'm pretty sure you could find something like some sort of 3D model online that you could just pose like that, and that would probably be really useful. Oh, magic pose? Is that... Let's see. Oh, cool. I didn't know about this. So magicposer.com. It looks like it's now available in browser. That's cool. Oh, oh, that'd be fun to play with. Ooh. Oh, what the? Oh. Yeah, this could be useful. I don't know how to use it. Oh, you can add hair. Oh, yes. Anyways, yeah. Oh, that's cute. It's like, it looks very That's kind of funny because like it looks, the hair is definitely anime, but the face, the body doesn't look very anime. I wonder how you could change that. But anyways, that's cool. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Nice. I'm gonna save that. So, I think I'm gonna end the video in like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna stay for an hour today, I think. But I will be back Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the same time at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. And if anybody's drawing along and you want me to showcase what you've made, like how could this work? I think if you're able to like take a photo and put it on Instagram or something, and then you tell me about it, then I can like show it at the end of the session so that if anybody's drawing along, we can see what you did. So does that sound good? I don't know if that sounds good, but I might offer that if any. I don't know what you guys are doing, so thanks for keeping me company, but Oh, cool. So Gina's saying that Magic Poser has a library of different poses people have made and you can save them. That would be really useful. Yeah, I need to look into that. Because I'm always struggling with poses. I'm starting to get tired of this song. But I know it's like, it won't get flagged by YouTube, so. Okay. Well, that was fun. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get for today. I'll probably keep working on it. Probably won't keep working on this today, though. I really want to be able to make progress on this one. We'll see. Maybe I'll show tomorrow how far I've gotten on this one. Zavin mentions gotta learn Blender one of these days for the ultimate pose tool. Yeah, there's I think there might be some talks about Blender. Did I just make that up? But there might be some talks on Blender at LightBox, and like so many people use it now. 2D artists. I mean, you probably know this already, but I've been procrastinating. I need to learn how to use it because it's so good at quickly creating scenes and figuring out your composition. I want to get better at illustration. I feel like I've stayed in the character design arena for a while, and I really want to be able to do my own illustration. So yeah, I need to learn Blender. It's just everything takes time, but yeah, I need to learn Blender. Okay. All right. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming. I'll be back tomorrow at 5. I'm officially on the schedule. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I am officially on the schedule at Lightbox. So tomorrow I'll probably just share some of my progress from some of the stuff I worked on today. I'm here to answer, if you have any questions or anything you want to chat about regarding Lightbox or art in general, I'll be here. I think I'll try to do that if you guys want to, because I was hoping it'd be like a drink and draw session. So if you're drawing on something alongside with me, just let me know before the session ends. Like if you're able to like do a photo or upload it to some social media site, and then I could showcase what you've been working on as well, because that would be fun to show. And yeah, and then before I go, selfless, what's the word? Self-promotion time, sorry. So, because I'm proud of these, and they're my very first enamel pins, and if you follow me on social media, you've probably seen a ton of photos of these already. But yeah, so I got my enamel pins, and I'm hoping the camera will not be blurry, but here's Haku's pin. It's black nickel, and it's got the rubber clasps in the back. And then here is Boños pin, and this one is gold. I won't be able to tell if the camera is focusing properly or not, I'm sorry, but yeah, so there's that one. So, and it's got a red rubber clasp, but I made these for Lightbox and I got them yesterday and I love them, so just wanted to share that. Okay. All right, see you guys around maybe tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday if you want to come on by. But there's a lot of fun stuff happening, so I don't blame you if you want to check out other people's work too, because there's so many amazing artists at Lightbox this year. So all right, okay, bye.